over and put the other foot into the dashboard. Turn on the air condition, it's hot. Sweetie, I'm not in the car yet. Turn it on, it is burning up. And I lean over and fasten her in, and then I walk over to the other side of the car and I crank on that air conditioner. We need to go to Kmart today, and then we need to go to the shoe store, and then I'd like to stop at Crystal's for that senior special. And then, Mother, I can't do all this, honey. I've got to get my daughter to piano lesson. I've got to get dinner on the table. Oh, you can do it for me. I'll give you $5. I should have invested in stock. And I started taking it. If they offer, you take it. And so I started up the car, and the very first thing I did is I took a little bottle of lavender aromatherapy. See, they say that aromatherapy and smells can relax you. And I put it on little cotton balls, and I stuffed them in every air conditioning vent, and this wonderful aroma began to fill the air. And I think, we need to relax. God, please help me get through this day. Help me to be kind. Help me to be easygoing. Help me to make the right decisions. Help me not to pull her hair out. And I breathed in. Woo! Wait! What is that? So I just took the bottle. And as we were driving, she says, oh, I know what I want. And she's looking at a list, and I look over at her paper, and it's really not legible. She's beginning to lose her writing skills. And I look at it, and she says, oh, I know what I want. I want some of those. I want some of those little Denny pies. It's Debbie, Mother. Debbie who? It's called Little Debbie pies. I don't want a pie. What would I do with a whole pie? I want those brown cookies with the cream in the middle. I know, sweetie. They're just called Little Debbie. Is Debbie coming? No. And we get into the Kmart parking lot, and I pull into my spot, and I walk around. She says, hurry, give me a card, give me a card. I walk there with a card. And I walk over, and I help my mother out of the car, which is this position. And I open the door, and I hoist her body up, and then I reach over with my foot. And anybody have an extra appendage? That foot, and you reach like this, and you try to hold her, and you get the card. She claims into the card. And she starts to smile. She's a woman on a mission. And we're walking. Oh, we're not going anywhere. It's 98 degrees in the morning sun, and the ruts in my forehead are deepening. And I begin to take her card. Stop pulling the car! podiatrist, the neurologist, the church. That was the story of my life for many years. And I want you to know, I never thought I would say this. Those were some of the best days of my life. When I see a mother and a grown daughter sitting together, holding on to one another, kind of huddled in. You know how when you know somebody, you turn your body in towards them a little bit? You know, I miss them. I didn't know I would this much. I miss sometimes being needed. I miss being somebody's daughter, even though I still am. And I miss that I had somebody to go to the store with. Because pretty much in our society, we think that if you have enough money, you don't have to need anybody. Which is the craziest thing in the world, not to need anybody.